Hello and welcome to another LEGO Train Mock Showcase video. We are back with some more rolling stock. It's my Coronation coaches again, but these have been upgraded to be 7 studs wide. So when I made the discovery of how amazing 7 wide locomotives look, it finally took 2 years for me to do the same thing with some rolling stock. Of course, my Coronation coaches will be the ones to do it with, and I'm not going to make all of my rolling stock 7 studs wide. Some of it doesn't really work, like small open wagons, but these coaches absolutely deserve it. They look much better. They no longer look skinny, and on the outside it's kind of different. It definitely looks more like an O-gauge model. There are still a few more visual differences, and I will get into those right now. So going from front to back, we have a standard first-class passenger coach. Next we have the restaurant coach. Next we have the kitchen coach, where all of the food is made for the restaurant coach. And finally we have the brake coach. They all still look wonderful, and again, I love the differences in all of the window arrangements. No two coaches are the same visually, and I love that. One of the two key differences is the entire roof can come off this time, compared to only a small section being removed in order to access the power functions. Now, the small section was removable on the previous design just so I can get to the battery box, but having the entire roof be removed gives me more access to the inside of the coach. They are bland and the power functions do take up a lot of space, so I can't really add too much else, but at the same time it's a much greater convenience. So one quirk of these being 7 studs wide is, how do I sort out the infrared receiver? I can't exactly put it in the middle because it would make a bigger gap in the roof than I would want it to be. So there is this sort of cutout wedge. It's a bit weird when you look at it, but eventually, well, not so much eventually, but more so quickly, you can get used to this. Definitely me, because, you know, I'm the one who built these, for goodness sakes. But yeah, it's its own weird thing. Again, 7 stud wide building is its own quirkiness. I suppose building at any odd stud number is going to have its quirks. And of course, we have a small little button piece to activate the battery whilst the roof is on. In going all in with the detail, I have both ends of the coaches completely covered in black. Some black parts were used, but there is a lot of black trimline tape in order to achieve this effect. Now, I think this was only on the sort of 00 gauge models of these coaches. That was the reference I definitely used. I don't know if the real coaches actually have this sort of blacked out wall, but it definitely looks more professional. You're not going to really see this anyways, but at least you don't see the odd stripe from the bricks on each end. It definitely looks much more professional. And that is it for this mock showcase video. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Now, there is a quick confession to make before I go. I did make a 5th coach, and it's quirky in its own unique way. It's a combination of ideas from existing express coaches, but it didn't go with this particular express, which is why I excluded it from this video. I want to talk about it in its own separate video, which you will see next after this one, but I'm going back and forth on it. It's nice to have something as weird as that, but I'm not getting used to it, I suppose is the best way for me to describe it. It's weird, it's wonderful, but it might ultimately be changed. So I will let you discover what I built in the next episode. So thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to keep an eye out on the community tab on my channel for updates and polls. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.